Hello students, in our last class we worked with chapter number 13. We discussed definition of symmetry, saying symmetry is a state of having two halves that match each other exactly in size, shape, proportion, balance, etc. We even discussed that if we fold any symmetrical figure along its mirror line or say line of symmetry, one side will exactly overlap the other side. Using this previous knowledge, let us move further with chapter number 13, Symmetry, exercise 13.2. So let's check a first question. The first question says, find the number of lines of symmetry for each of the following shapes. Let us check what are the shapes. So there are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I part of this question. We need to deal with separate parts separately. So let's first focus on few parts. A, B, C, D. So when we work with these four parts, working with one part at a time, if I try to draw line of symmetry, I would use this 1, 2, 3, 4. So I might have 4 lines of symmetry somehow for figure A. Let's check it. 1, this is called L1, this is called L2, this is L3 and this is L4. So I'll conclude there are 4 lines of symmetry in this particular figure. Moving to the B part, again we would have same this way equal half. See, check the two sides are same, balanced. I'll draw another line. Just check the other two sides are balanced. If you fold paper along with the line of symmetry, we are getting balanced figure. Yes, we do. Come on, next line of symmetry, L3. Adding up to fourth line of symmetry, again folded paper and check. If you fold your papers in the same way as I do, you'll get these 4 lines of symmetry for B part. Moving to C part, this is the first line of symmetry, this is second line, this is L3 and this is L4. So for A, B and C, we say we have 4 lines of symmetry. But if we see this D part, what would we observe? We observe it's a human kind of figure. Here, in order to divide it into equal half, we have only one provision, that since we need to have a balanced figure, we need to draw a line through the center of the nose or the head, we say, in such a way that each side gets 2 equal half of the body. So this is the only possible line of symmetry. We have one line of symmetry for this shape. Let's check other parts of this question number 1. We have E, F, G, H and I part over here. Let's see E. E is an octagon or a hexagon. Tell me. Yes, it's a hexagon. So, if it's a hexagon and if we see, is it regular or irregular hexagon? It is regular hexagon because it has all sides of equal measurements. So let me draw a line of symmetry for this. Here comes my first line. L1, L2, L3, L4, L5 and L6. So we conclude if any figure is a regular hexagon, then it might always have 6 lines of symmetry. Moving to the next figure F. This is one line of symmetry. Just check equal half you'll get. I'm just talking about the circular part. Alright. So next L2, L3, L4, L5. Here comes L5 and then the last L6. Now if I look at G part, in order to draw line of symmetry, if I try to draw this way, it must have similar semicircle here. If I want to draw a line of symmetry this way, it must have similar semicircle this side in order to overlap it. Similarly, if I draw a diagonal line of symmetry, this is a curve which I might not get a side I'll get over here which will not be able to coincide with this curve. So there is no line of symmetry for G, and similar is the case with H. So we'll say they are asymmetric figures and so they does not have line of symmetry. Let us work with this flower. If you look at this flower, you will notice there is a change of size in the petals of the flower. So the possible lines to draw is one this way, in which your first petal half would coincide with the other half, and this two petal will coincide and this two petal will coincide. Then another line would be drawn this way, which would have these two halves would coincide. Here these two would coincide and these two would coincide. If I draw a line of symmetry this way, again the same story, one petal would share halves. This and this would coincide and this will coincide. So there are only 3 lines of symmetry which can be drawn. If I try to draw a line of symmetry this way, there are 3 petals above and there are 2 petals below, so you will not get equal number of petals to coincide with. See, only 3 lines of symmetry. Let's move to our next question number 2. Question number 2 says, copy the triangle in each of the following figures on a squared paper. In each case, draw lines of symmetry, if any, and identify the type of triangle. Some of you may like to trace the figures and try paper folding first. Quite a good amount of things to deal with. So first thing what you people will do is, again they are talking about the squared paper. Square paper you can easily get from the practical copies. I already told you in my last video. So you will trace all these shapes in a squared paper. After drawing it, you will have a shape cut of those figures and then you will draw line of symmetry. For the same, you may use paper folding method, which is ideal, in order to find out the number of lines of symmetry in a particular figure. Let us check the shapes now. So we have 2 shapes right now with us and both are triangles, A and B part. So let's see what is a possible line of symmetry for A. Let us check the possible line of symmetry for B now. Since they both are isosceles triangle, there would be only one single line of symmetry for each. Now let's work with the other C and D part of the same question. 2 triangles again. Now here we have an isosceles right angle triangle in C part. Since it is isosceles right angle triangle, again since it is isosceles triangle, it will have only one line of symmetry, which would be from the vertex common to the equal sides, like this. Whereas part D is actually a scalene triangle. A scalene triangle is a triangle where all 3 sides are of different measurement. Since all 3 sides are of different measurement, scalene triangle can never have a half line of symmetry. No asymmetric. Moving to our next question. Let us see what is the next question for us. We have question number 3, which says we need to complete following table. Let's have a look to the table. Table has shapes. You need to have rough figures which you people will draw, and then we have number of lines of symmetry. So equilateral triangle has 3 lines of symmetry, square has 4 lines of symmetry, and a rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry. Let us check how they have these lines of symmetry and check their figures. These are equilateral, square, and rectangle respectively. So let's check the number of symmetrical lines for an equilateral triangle. Here comes the line of symmetry for equilateral triangle. 1, L1, L2, L3. So we have 3 lines of symmetry, right? Now for square, we have 1 line of symmetry, L2, L3, L4. So we can say square has vertical, horizontal, as well as diagonals symmetry line. Let us move to rectangle, another shape of us. So rectangle, when we would have 2 line of symmetry as vertical line of symmetry and a horizontal line of symmetry. Let's work further with the other part of the same table we have on the next screen. The same question, complete the following table, and here is isosceles triangle, rhombus, and circle. They say isosceles. We have already dealt with isosceles triangles multiple number of times. So isosceles triangle always have 1 line of symmetry, and you are familiar with the figure. So this is isosceles triangle. Another figure is a rhombus, and the last figure is circle. Very good, you people know. So I'll start with the line of symmetry for isosceles triangle. Here comes. See, this is the line of symmetry for isosceles triangle. Now comes line of symmetry for rhombus. So rhombus always have 2 lines of symmetry, vertical as well as horizontal. Well, if we talk about a circle, that how many line of symmetry circle has, we would say circle would have infinite line of symmetry. Every line which passes through the center of the circle would definitely divide the circle into 2 equal halves. So there is no fixed number, as I am showing you on screen. See, you can have as many line of symmetry in a circle, thus concluding a circle has infinite line of symmetry. Moving to the next question, question number 4, which says you need to, can you draw a triangle which has, the question starts from can. So the solution answer should be in the form of yes and no. Our English teachers taught us. Right. So exactly 1 line of symmetry. Can you draw a triangle which has exactly 1 line of symmetry? Next is exactly 2 lines of symmetry. C part says exactly 3 lines of symmetry. D part says no line of symmetry. Let's deal with one part separately. Let's handle one part at one time. They say we even have to draw the rough sketch of the figures in each case. So after drawing the rough sketch, we'll say whether we can or we cannot, yes or no. Come on, the first part. A triangle with exactly 1 line of symmetry. Now what strikes you when I say a triangle with exactly 1 line of symmetry? Doesn't you people get a strike of isosceles triangle? Yes. So you people will draw an isosceles triangle. So it will have one line of symmetry, and your answer would be yes, an isosceles triangle. Come on, the next one, B part, which says you have to draw a triangle with exactly two lines of symmetry. Well, I told you students, it is not possible to have a triangle with two lines of symmetry. A triangle would either have three lines of symmetry or it will have one line of symmetry. One or three. But it cannot have any other number of lines of symmetry. So, the answer is no, not possible. Let's go with other part, C part. Can you draw a triangle which has exactly three lines of symmetry? And now you tell me what strikes you when you talk about three lines of symmetry. Three lines of symmetry comes in a regular triangle, and a regular triangle is no other than an equilateral triangle. So let's draw an equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle. And then here comes the line of symmetry. Right? So we'll say yes, an equilateral triangle as the answer of that question. That can. Next question, the next part. D part of question number 4. They say, can you draw a triangle which has no line of symmetry? So when I say no line of symmetry, what things strike to your brain? What strikes you? In today's day, in my class today itself, we came across such situation where we were not able to draw any line of symmetry for a triangle. And what was the name of that triangle? Yes, it was scalene triangle. A scalene triangle is a triangle which has all three sides of different measurement. So if all three sides are of different measurement, it is not possible to draw any line of symmetry for such triangle. So here comes figure, and you will say yes, scalene triangle. That was all about question number 4. Now let's move to question number 5. The next question. See, question number 5 says, on a squared paper, sketch the following. And what we need to sketch? A triangle with a horizontal line of symmetry, but no vertical line of symmetry. A triangle must have horizontal line, but it must not have a vertical line of symmetry. B part says, a quadrilateral with both horizontal and vertical line of symmetry. C part says a quadrilateral with horizontal line of symmetry but no vertical line of symmetry. D says a hexagon with exactly two lines of symmetry and hexagon with 6 lines of symmetry. So what would we do? We need to follow the hint as well. It will be helpful if you first draw the lines of symmetry and then complete the figures. So let us deal with one part at a time. Let's move to solution number 5, A part. A triangle with horizontal line of symmetry but not a vertical line of symmetry. So if we try to make a triangle which has horizontal line of symmetry but no vertical line of symmetry, that means they are talking about single line of symmetry, so naturally it would be an isosceles triangle. But since they are saying that it should not have vertical line of symmetry, so what you'll do is you will try to rotate that triangle, isosceles triangle, to 90-degree angle, which will lead your figure like this. And then when you draw line of symmetry, it would be horizontal line of symmetry and not a vertical line of symmetry, right? All right, moving to the next, B part. Now B part says a quadrilateral with both horizontal as well as vertical line of symmetry. Now if you remember, we have quadrilateral with horizontal as well as vertical line of symmetry. So for this you will be drawing a rectangle. So a rectangle has vertical as well as horizontal line of symmetry. Similar could be done with rhombus as well. Alright. Moving to C part. C part says a quadrilateral with a hexagonal line of symmetry but no vertical line of symmetry. Hexagonal is a sleeping line of symmetry. It must not have a vertical line of symmetry, and since they have not specified which kind of quadrilateral, so we will try to make, and what I try to make is the most like this. And if I try to draw a horizontal line of symmetry like this, I get 2 equal half. So somehow of kite shape it is for line of symmetry. Horizontal line of symmetry, you can say it's a sleeping kite shape. Come on, next part says we need to draw hexagon with exactly 2 line of symmetry. If you remember, we have dealt with an hexagon which has 6 line of symmetry because it was a regular hexagon. But if it's an irregular hexagon means they has certain set of opposite side of equal measurements, but not all sides are of same measurements. So one such hexagon is like this. So if you try to draw line symmetry, you would get at most maximum of 2 line symmetry, vertical and horizontal. To the next part, E part says a hexagon with 6 line of symmetry. And if it's a hexagon with 6 line of symmetry, it is quite sure that you need to draw a regular hexagon. So here comes a regular hexagon and here comes the line of symmetry for the same. Alright, moving to the next solution. Next question says trace each figure and draw the lines of symmetry. If any, if it has line of symmetry, then only you have to draw. But you need to trace each figure again in a squared paper, and these are the figures. So let us deal with one figure at a time. If I look at this figure again, A part, I would not be able to draw line of symmetry, because if I need line of symmetry, I need to have, suppose if here I draw line of symmetry, this part should go similar, no? You must have the same pattern this side, which is not so. So A part cannot be having it, even this way you cannot divide. Anyway, you can try out number of ways which you want to. In any of the case, you will not be able to get the exact coincide of the figure. So since it's not balanced, you cannot draw line of symmetry here. So moving to the next figure, here see, you can have line of symmetry like this and like this. So you can say a vertical as well as horizontal line of symmetry can be drawn for shape P. Let us check solution. No, as I said, since it's asymmetric. And B, here comes C. See, there are 2 lines of symmetry. Alright, moving to the next part of same question number 6. I have these figures for it, C and D. So if these are the figures, again I'll say I need to draw line of symmetry, horizontal, vertical. Since it's a square shape, it might also have diagonal symmetry. Let us check. See, vertical symmetry, diagonal symmetry, horizontal symmetry. So we have 4 lines of symmetry for C. Let us check for D. What is the shape of D? If you check, it is an octagon. So 1 line of symmetry, 2 line of symmetry, 2 lines of symmetry. Why? Because it is irregular octagon. Any irregular shape may have 2 lines of symmetry. If it is not a regular shape, but if it's a regular shape, it would have as many sides that shape has, that many lines of symmetry that figure would definitely have. Moving to our next part, E and F. Now here we have E and F part, and then here for E and F what we'll do is looking at E. It is clear you can have only this possible line of symmetry, because if you try a vertical line of symmetry, one side is a triangle, the other side is a trapezium, so they are not coinciding. There's no other possible way of drawing line of symmetry in E other than horizontal symmetry. So let's check. Yes, one line of symmetry it has. Come on, moving to F. F would have 1, L1, L2, L3, L4, 4 line of symmetry. So next comes our next question. Consider the letters of English alphabets A to Z. List among them the letters which have vertical line of symmetry. So from the alphabets from A to Z, we need to list only those alphabets which have vertical line of symmetry. B, which have horizontal line of symmetry like B. C, which have no line of symmetry like Q. Let us deal with each part separately. So solution 7, part A, vertical line of symmetry. So if I check alphabets, you know alphabets, everybody is knowing the alphabets, I guess. Okay, you have set of alphabets from A to Z. Write alphabets and see which has, and then draw a vertical line of symmetry from the center of that alphabet. Check which is making vertical line of symmetry and which are not. As I did, I've written A, H, I, M, O, T, U, V, W, X. Why? Typically if this is the shape. So why you might see in few books Y included, you might see in few books not included. Why? Because Y shape, if is like this font, if it has this font, then it can be included in vertical line of symmetry. And why it can be included, that I'm showing you right away. See, did you get? As red is the line of symmetry, when I draw line of symmetry, I get the two same pattern on the other half of this particular line of symmetry. Moving to the B part of this question, horizontal line of symmetry. So I have alphabets like B, C, D, E, H, I, K, O, X. If I draw line of symmetry horizontal like this, see, I get the two sides exactly, this side and this side, this side and this side exactly same. So I'll say these alphabets C, D, E, H, I, K, O, X are having horizontal line of symmetry. Coming to the C part says you have to trace those figures, those alphabets which has no line of symmetry like Q. So taking to the alphabets, we have F, G, J, N, P, Q, R, S and Z. These are the alphabets which does not have any line of symmetry. So next we have question number 8. Given here are the figures of few folded sheets and design drawn about the fold. In each case, draw a rough diagram of the complete figure that would be seen when the design is cut off. That means they have given few folded sheets and there are some designs drawn over it. What you have to do is you need to complete what would be the design if the sheet is open and if that design, along with that design, you have cut that sheet over. So what would be the design which you people will get? This is what they have asked from us. Let us check what would be the answer if this is a question. So that means they have cut the figure along this particular part is being cut out from the paper. Similarly here this part is being cut out this way, is being cut out from the paper, and when this paper unfolds or open up, then what would you get? That is what they are asking from you. So you make this fold and just draw an arm and just draw half of this shape, a trapezium kind of shape, and then cut it on a paper, and then open up your paper and unfold your paper, and drawing of the pattern would be done along that side which is tuck, folded side. Am I clear? So the folded side, along with the folded side, you are supposed to cut that shape either in the form of arm or either in the form of trapezium, and then when you open up you get a pattern like this as I got. Hope you people have got the same pattern, same content which I have got. That was all about your exercise 13.2. We'll upload your next exercise soon. Thanks for listening. God bless each one of you.